Yeah, it was Jonah Jackson that we let walk.
Gotcha. Well, I don't recognize the name, so I think you're good.
He was an important part of our machine.
Yeah, who else was an important part of the machine?
Who
90% of the people that Tampa's lost on the O line.
who cares about Tampa? No one cares about Tampa.
I cares about Tampa.
Florida sucks.
You suck. Also, you're right.
All
Eh,
right, well, welcome to Strictly Sports.
What a soft open.
We're not completely unedited. With all that like awkward silence at the beginning, and then we just start arguing.
A few mumbles here and there, then all of a sudden, we're here.
All right, yeah. So we've been engrossed in our phones and laptops because it's the start of free agency.
Woo!
Yeah. So NFL free agency is happening.
And it's been something.
It's been pretty crazy. Not for necessarily our teams, I guess.
Other people's
Have,
teams?
have we done a podcast since the Super Bowl?
No, maybe. I think we did one.
Maybe. Anyway, the Super Bowl happened. We're in free agency now. There's some coaching changes. Do we care about covering the coaching changes?
Nobody cares about the coaches. They're like kickers.
Arthur Smith is somehow still employed.
Boo! At least he's better than Matt Kent.
An all-American dude.
He's not Canadian. Also, sorry, Canada. That's just his name.
Yes,
It's all right.
we don't associate him with you.
Nope. You're probably better.
All right, so let's talk about the players because they're all who really matter. Coaches, the players win games. Coaches just sort of stand on the sidelines and do nothing.
That's not true. They yell.
Okay, yeah, they yell. Uh, so yeah, where do you want to start? Because there's been just a whirlwind of signings within just like the first like 20 minutes even of free agency.
I mean, the big one that caught me off guard was Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. Okay, let's talk about it. Where did he go?
He ended up going to Atlanta.
Atlanta. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Atlanta needed a quarterback, so I get this, but
Yeah, they were gonna make a splash. It's just I didn't think that Kirk like I thought that the Vikings would be loyal to Kirk Cousins.
I also thought that.
The man, Justin Jefferson's gonna be such a squeaky wheel this season if they
Yeah.
don't get somebody.
Yeah, because he will be pissed. And not only that, like Addison was just starting to click with him too
Yeah.
before his injury. And
Like,
man, and Hawkinson, like we didn't even think about the tight ends.
yeah, do you think they're gonna like draft a quarterback? Is that what their plan is?
That
'Cause
has to be it.
it's not Jared Boone or whatever his name is,
I don't even know who you're talking about.
and it's not Josh Dobbs.
Yes, I can confirm it's not Josh Jobs. We tried that experiment. Um, man, I don't know. I guess they could get like a lifetime backup and just see if it works.
Man, those are going fast too. Not the we'll come back, but like because Jacoby Brissett,
Wait, where'd he go?
he signed with the Patriots.
Ah, boo, he turned his back on us again.
He going back to suckling mother's tits.
Hey, Belichick's not there
Yeah, you're
anymore.
right. Belichick.
Or do they just still keep a picture of him in his
Yeah,
locker?
so it's actually what's who's the dude? It's the owner's name, Robert
Oh,
Kraft. He's the real mastermind behind it all. Belichick was just a bit.
what if you're right? We'll only know if Jared Mayo all of a sudden starts wearing sweatshirts with hoods.
Oh, did you hear? I think maybe it was a terrible rumor I was reading. I heard Mac Jones signed with
No, he
the,
got traded.
he got traded to the Jags, right?
Yep. That was not a fever dream. That was, in fact, correct.
I was just like, what?
I think that the thought behind that is that Mac Jones will be able to provide nice, like, cushion in the event that Trevor Lawrence goes down again because they really
Yeah.
didn't have one. I don't even remember who was playing.
Well, statistic was pointed out a couple weeks ago on a podcast I was listening to. Move the Sticks with Daniel Jeremiah and Bucky Brooks. Not a sponsor, but they're still really fun to listen to. Uh, Something like 68 quarterbacks have started the game in the last 2 years.
Damn,
The
that is a fuck ton.
season's longer, and I just
It's
quarterbacks can't
it's a
handle
toll.
the pressure. Yeah, I mean,
We knew this would happen because we're
yeah,
gonna start having. I bet you, for the next 5 to 10 years, you're gonna see an occasion where the NFL goes into NBA mode and starts having game counts. So, like for example, Paul George on the Clippers, I
yeah.
think he's got in his contract somewhere he only has to play 60 games instead of the full 82.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not 100% if that's the exact deal, so don't quote me on it, but I foresee stuff like that happening in the NFL. Like, for example, Patrick Mahomes says, I'm only going to play 16 games. And then they have to, sign somebody just so that they can fill in the two.
Well, and if a team wants to make a serious playoff run, then they almost have to be ready to do that because then you're expecting your main guy to play 17 games plus is it if they make it to the Super Bowl, that's 4 games?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, maybe three if you get the bye.
Yeah, but I mean, that's only two teams now, though. So, like, even the bye, you just can't rely on that.
Yeah, I mean,
Because let's face it, the bye is going to be the Chiefs and whoever the NFC has. So, one of those is already locked in.
you
I'm
know,
sorry to say.
who gonna be?
The new version Patriots.
Hey,
Oh
you know
my
what?
God.
I'll take Kermit, the cheater.
Do we know who the GM is for Kansas City?
I'm on it, but
I'm just concerned that that's where Belichick went.
no, Belichick is not going to the Chiefs. It's not going to happen.
Is there even a coaching job open still?
I don't think so. I think Belichick is just retired forcibly. I think nobody wants to work with the crotchety old dude that brings his son with him, probably.
Ew.
What?
I
He
mean, you're
could
right.
play his son.
You're right. At least he doesn't kiss him on the lips.
Well,
Um,
okay.
but you are correct, and that means you're going to have to free up a spot on your defensive coordination crew. And I
For
don't,
Bill Belichick, who wants to work with Bill Belichick?
I'm not concerned with him. It's more his son.
Oh well, yeah.
Because, I mean,
Is he a defense? Is he still working? He might still be working.
oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe he's going to work for Jared Mayo.
I mean, why not, right?
Because if he can prove himself by himself, I think he'd earn a lot more respect. Just because right now a lot of people see him as, oh, well, he's just Belichick's kid. Is he still there?
Maybe. I
Ethan
don't
is
know.
confirming currently.
We're looking.
Oh, there's a picture of Jared Mayo.
I gotta.
This does great with an audio podcast.
Yeah. Oh man, there is no picture of somebody with the last name Belichick. So I think
Oh,
he's
what's
gone.
his name?
I don't know what Max Belichick probably.
That really doesn't sound right.
Oh hey wow, Donta Hightower.
Didn't he used to play?
Yeah, he's the
Huh.
inside linebackers coach.
Wow. All right then. His son's name is Steven.
Oh, Steven. Does he work for anyone? When McAdoo works here? Sorry, that's great for the audio podcast. It's just.
Goodbye, eardrum. It appears he is the defensive coordinator for college Huskies
Okay,
in Washington State.
landed on his feet. Is that where Belichick used to coach?
I have no idea. Let me
Powers of nepotism.
let me just do a little bit more research here.
Yes, the research podcast. We're responding to live events and then doing research about random stuff.
There is no correlation, it appears.
All right, okay.
Nope,
So it's
none
not.
at all.
So maybe he can stand on his own 2 feet. I apologize to Max Belichick for
His name's
calling
not Max.
for calling him a dirty nepo baby with a dirty mullet.
Well, wait here just to make sure.
I will never remember to check that.
I will watch the final four of the college football.
All right.
That's about it, though.
Yeah,
Anyway, back to Kirk Cousins.
your cousin. That's who we were talking about. What does this mean for Atlanta? I think it's great things. Like
Oh, yes, for sure.
it's talking about fantasy football draft stock. I'm gonna reference that a lot. Let's just jack it up for all of them.
Yeah, these stocks are through the roof.
Bijan Robinson, let's go.
Drake London,
Let's
let's
go.
go. Kyle Pitts,
Out of the pits into the I don't know, the bleachers or something.
shooting the moon.
Shooting the moon.
All the way, man. Just send it. And
More
that,
like Kyle more like Kyle spits out touchdowns. Yay.
I'm not cheering for that.
It's a great joke.
It was a joke.
It was beautiful.
It was words.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for that. I mean, Kirk Cousins to the Falcons. How does it feel to have the second best quarterback in the NFC South now?
Like it used to. It reminds me of the good old days.
But yeah, I guess the other big quarterback signing, if you want to call it big.
It's a size. It is Gardner Minshew,
Oh
correct?
wait, no, you don't want to talk about Russell Wilson?
I don't trust him.
Future Hall of Famer Russell
If
Wilson.
he makes the Hall of Fame, I will cry on spot.
I think he could.
I know he could
He's
just because he has a Super Bowl.
hasn't he won two?
No, he only won one. He went to two.
Oh, yeah, he went to two Super Bowls.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
but he lost one.
Yeah,
Is Rex Grossman in the Hall of Fame?
not yet.
Yeah, because he lost his Super Bowl. Nobody cares.
He set some records of sorts. I don't remember what they are, but he used to be hot stuff. And look at who he's going to be around now. Mike Tomlin, not going to take shit from nobody.
Yeah, but are they going to gel? Because what if they don't take shit from each other?
I,
That's my concern.
well, see,
You
Russ,
can't just bench him for Mason Rudolph like you did the other kid.
they still have Kenny Pickett.
Yeah,
They don't have to bench him for Mason Rudolph. They have Kenny Pickett now.
but the problem is Pittsburgh's always going to have Mason Rudolph. I
I,
don't think you understand this.
yeah, I don't. I
I
think it'd
think
be good though, because I think Russell Wilson can provide. So Arthur Smith went there. We'll cover one coaching change. And remember what Arthur Smith did with the Titans?
not.
He changed. No, he made that running game a threat, and so he's got two pretty good running backs.
Yeah, but neither fit the mold of that running back.
But you can do it. It takes two normal, amazing athletes to equal one Derrick Henry.
That's true. Also, is he going to the Ravens?
Where else?
I
Where
don't
else is he
want
gonna go?
him to
Where
go to
else
the
is he gonna go?
Ravens.
They have no running backs right now.
That's not true. They have the other guy.
J.K. Dobbins, he's
Yeah.
not signed yet.
Oh, never mind. They don't have the other guy. But I don't want him to go there.
Think, where else do old running backs go to die?
Tampa.
No,
Come on. Let me
no.
have a Derrick Henry.
It's either Ravens or Buffalo.
That's not true. San Fran gets a few.
Not really.
They just get the good ones.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you're not wrong. They do go there. That's why OBJ's there.
that's why
Von Miller's there.
I'm surprised Dalvin Cook isn't there.
Give it time. He hasn't signed with anyone.
Yeah, give it time. He'll be the backup to Derrick Henry.
No, I need Daddy Derek to go to Tampa.
Oh, wait, you have Keyshawn Vaughn
I don't want John
and
Vaughn.
Rashad White. He's
I
so good.
he
So
average.
he's so inefficient.
He is very consistent with one thing, and that's not being consistent. One game, he'll have 100 yards, two touchdowns, and like 10 catches. The next game, guess what? He's not even going to have a yard of rushing,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
and he'll have like six fumbles, and then I'll cry in the corner again because that's about what happened. So that's why we need Derrick Henry. He solves this problem.
I just don't see another spot
No,
besides the Ravens. That
no, let me have it. We haven't had a really, really good like free agency signing in a while.
what are you talking about? You re-signed Mike Evans.
He's yeah, but he
Definite,
was ours.
definite future. Yeah, still a huge signing.
It's a re-sign though. I'm talking like signed out of the pool.
He's just like, oh man. Well, yeah, you could have had Austin Eckler. He went to Washington for
Well,
nothing.
it's too late for that, but Daddy Derek has a chance.
Let's see. Okay, so I guess there's not much else to talk about quarterback wise. Gardner Minshew went to Vegas for some reason.
I think he just wanted to gamble.
Yeah, I think he's just. I'm not even sure he'll be the starter. Aiden
I'm
O'Connell looked okay.
yeah, honestly, he might win the job. I could see it.
I think Ryan Tannehill is medically retired. Personally,
If not, he should be.
Brissett going back to we talked about that.
The suckling the seat,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I just
that whole
remember
thing.
that. And Baker Mayfield, congratulations,
Yay.
re-signed, yay!
We're so happy. Well, I'm so happy.
All right, so let's talk about running back. Oh boy,
That was where there was some features.
they've been going fast and furious. Not expensive, mind you, but fast and furious.
Yeah.
All right, the big one,
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. The Giants let him go.
Without any pushback.
Nothing. I mean, I read a rumor that apparently they didn't even try, like, make an offer. They didn't even try.
There's like, we know you're leaving. Just go.
Be gone.
Leave the key outside.
But yeah, he's with Philly 3 years, so he's gonna be there for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, this could be really good for Philly, though, because that takes the pressure off Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, can can Barkley do the push though? Is he good at that? That's what really that's all Philly really cares about, honestly.
Push, push, push.
Can can he push
Well, if
Jalen
not,
Hurts?
they still got, uh, what was his name? The other guy that was there.
Oh yeah, the other guy,
I forget his last name, but it was something weird, like Small something.
Smalls,
No. It's like Smallwood, maybe.
Smallwood. That's not Boston Scott.
Well, I mean, he's there and he's a big
Oh, Kenny
motherfucker.
Gainwell.
Gainwell, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say why. Anyway.
Oh, man. All right, but yeah, no, that was a big signing.
Yeah,
Fun
so,
stuff.
I mean, you could run doubles with them if you had to do that. So,
Man, where did DeAndre Swift go? You might ask. I thought he played for Philly.
he actually disappeared into the ether.
Yeah, you mean the Chicago
Yep,
Bears?
that would be the ether.
So yeah, he'll go have fun with
Insert quarterback here.
yeah, and Caleb Williams probably.
Or maybe Justin Fields.
Who knows?
Or the other guy.
Who's no? It'll be Caleb. Everybody, whoever's picking first picks Caleb Williams.
And if they don't, they're stupid.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that like if they don't, they could have traded
So much.
so much for anything else. Anyway, yeah. DeAndre Swift going there, hanging out with Khalil Herbert, Deontay Foreman, all those fun people.
Yeah.
There was that new guy. I don't remember Rashid something. I don't know.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. but I don't remember his name.
Moving on, running backs don't matter.
No.
Because, like, I mean, I'm looking at the totals for their
Oh, they're
contracts.
pathetic.
They're pathetic. Saquon Barkley probably, I would say, a top three running back in the league.
If at minimum top five,
Yeah,
I would admit
he's
that.
getting 37.75 million per year. That's it.
And that's chump
Oh,
change.
well, not per year. Sorry, no, not per year. That's just
Oh,
the
the
whole contract.
overall.
That's 3 years.
Wow. I might earn more than Saquon Barkley.
Whoa, hold on. All right, but no, the other big signing, Josh Jacob,
Ooh, where'd he go?
Packers.
Now, I like that. But I'm
Yeah,
also very shocked by that because the Packers did anything in free agency.
yeah. That's. I mean, I would have expected them to draft somebody, but I mean, who do they have? Aaron Jones?
And they already released him.
Oh, they did. Okay, so
Yeah.
he's gone. And who was the other guy?
AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon.
And you keep him on the cheap.
Yeah, but he's like not good.
No, but I mean, you have a better running back overall now. So
Yeah, Josh Jacobs potentially. I would say he might be the third of the top three.
running backs, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's Christian McCaffrey, Barkley, and then Jacobs in my mind.
I mean, I insert Derrick Henry in there, but yeah.
Not anymore. The 22, we could have said that.
I think you're going to be surprised wherever he goes because anywhere else besides Tennessee has a better offensive line.
And then also, I'm not sure exactly where to slot like Bijan Robinson in and
Yeah, because Bijan's shooting up the chart.
Brees Hall, maybe.
I don't think he's there. You can make a case for Mostert though.
Eh,
I didn't say he would,
what
but
about
then
Devon A Chain?
he's been too injured. You can't
Yeah.
tell yet.
All right, let's go back to running backs.
Okay, who else? Oh yeah, Eckler moved,
Eckler moved. Not a surprise. He got like basically he got a little bit more money than Antonio Gibson did.
which is really sad in a way.
Yeah, but I mean,
But he also took Antonio Gibson's job, so
yeah. Antonio Gibson going to the Patriots. So like, yeah, I think Ryan Robinson is probably the top back in Washington now. I would say
yeah,
Eckler's a backup. I think.
you kind of use him like you would like Todd Spears in Tennessee. Like
Yeah.
you just have him there to throw to every once in a while, and you'll be good.
And then, I hope Antonio Gibson gets to prove himself. I just don't think he's ever had a coaching staff that truly believed in him.
Yeah, because they kept switching every time they started to.
Yep. And it's always been annoying because he's talented. And then, yeah, the last major one to talk about is Devin Singleton. No,
Didn't the Giants get
yeah,
him
the
as their
Giants.
replacement?
3 years, 3 years for $16 million.
All right, now we talked about this off the podcast, but I'm bringing it on. I'm telling you, the Giants are trying to get rid of everyone.
Are they? I see. The problem is that I can see them making the playoffs next year,
Well,
just because their
their
defense
defense, yeah, I know.
is gonna be so good because
They're
they signed Brian Burns and he's pretty good.
yeah, because that pretty much makes it just a freaking wall in front of you of defenders.
Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns as your edge rusher.
And Dexter Lawrence in the center.
Oh, gross. I
Like,
mean, I'm telling you, the games they're gonna be playing like it's gonna be 6-9, and they're gonna lose probably, but
I
the
agree. I very much agree, but it's still going to be entertaining
yeah, I guess it's gonna
because
be just defensive slugfest every time.
it's gonna it's gonna be like do you remember watching any like 2000s Packer games?
Absolutely not.
Okay, it may have been before your time then.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to football until like 2017.
Ah, gotcha. Well, they had three really big motherfuckers. Um, can't remember any of their names other than BJ Raji.
BJ Raj, what
Yeah,
a name.
he he was a big boy, and he would whoop your ass on the line every day.
Right
And
on.
I'm not a Packers fan. I'm telling you that. But
Fair enough.
yeah, him and the other two, because they
Jinx.
had two really good edge rushers. Man, it was just so entertaining to watch. The rest of the Packers, outside of Charles Woodson, though, sucks on defense. So
Oh yeah, but if you establish a good core, that's all that really matters sometimes.
yeah, and it really helped Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of his career too,
Oh
with
yeah.
reliable defense to scare the piss out of everybody. Yeah.
Right on. Well, the last major one though, to talk about is Tony Pollard to the Tennessee Titans. Derrick
What?
Henry's days are over as a Titan.
Well, we don't know. It's
They're
just
not
lean.
re-signing Derrick Henry now.
It's just really leaning that way.
They aren't re-signing Derrick Henry
What
with
if they
Tony
do
Pollard.
though?
That would be insane.
But that would be awesome. I mean, whoever you have at quarterback's just gonna have a heyday just doing dumb
Yeah,
passes.
just, oh, here's the ball. Oh, here's the ball. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything.
Like the Tony Pollard one signing doesn't really make sense to me.
It just doesn't mesh well with what they have there.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard are basically kind of the same skill set.
I fully agree again. Like they just they're both pass catching speed running backs. They're not gonna be able to get a third and one ever. So
Yeah.
like, why do you have both? You that's why the Eagles keep re-signing Boston Scott so that he can be that guy for them.
Yeah.
He has no value otherwise. He'll have 3 yards in a game and 2 touchdowns.
One tush push.
Always with the touch push.
Wide receivers, not that interesting. Most of them are just going to be staying with their teams.
I mean, Gabe Davis was the only one I saw that moved.
Uh, T. Higgins might get traded. Who knows? No, there was one. There was another one.
Who?
It was uh,
You're having a rough time finding it, bud.
Devin Duvernay
Ah, yes, of course.
signed with the Jaguars.
Because I definitely know what team he got released by.
Probably the Ravens.
Maybe?
I'm pretty sure he played
Did
for the
he play
Ravens.
there last year?
I think
Are
so.
you sure?
I'm pretty sure. He's in the AFC South.
There's
Still,
3 other teams
shut up.
there.
Anyway, yeah. So that's it. There's not really a whole lot. There's no one interesting left, really, unless you're trying to trade for T. Higgins.
Yeah, I mean, you can just probably give him a second round for him. I'm sure they're gonna ask for a first though.
Mm,
But
maybe Marquise Brown, Calvin Ridley is going to go somewhere, but
I
I
bet he ends up third string somewhere that has a bad quarterback.
think we can move on. Tight end,
Were there any major titans?
Noah Fant re-signed. Actually, no, it's a no. Colby Parkinson signed with the Rams.
I couldn't have told you what team he was on either.
Me neither. Okay, well, Jonas Smith did sign with the Dolphins. I think
Oh, okay.
having a competent tight end is something that they've been missing.
Yeah, because at most they've had what was it, Fasano a couple of years ago?
They had Gasecki for a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't even know who they had last year.
nothing comes to mind. I have no idea.
Nothing big on the in terms of the line, like because I don't know much about that kind of stuff to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, at that
Robert,
point, unless like you're someone who's been to like 10 Pro Bowls, nobody knows your name.
uh, Jonah Jackson, we lost. He was our guard, I think left guard maybe,
Sure.
but he's going to the Rams to protect Stafford now. So
Ah, so in a way, he's still protecting the line.
still, the Rams are basically Lions 2.0 at this point.
Yeah, they just got the title first.
Chris Jones re-signed to a ridiculous amount of money.
A really ridiculous amount of money.
Can't even really fathom $158 million.
Good Lord.
And then Christian Wilkinson went to don't know why the Dolphins let him go. That's bizarre to me. It's like I guess you just don't want to win. He's like one of the best,
Trench guys.
like yeah, D linemen out there right now.
And he's going to the Raiders, right?
Yeah, going to the Raiders. Leonard Williams resigned. A lot of resignings,
Well, this is about the time of it that
and then
everybody looks at positionals.
yeah, the last like kind of big thing, Brian Burns got traded. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah, just because that actually gives the Giants a pretty competent, uh, edge rusher.
Okay, so I guess that's kind of basically the wrap on day one
Yeah.
for free agency. So kind of maybe to probably close their podcast out. Am I guessing?
We can make a quick prediction of what's going to happen to the Giants.
Or hear me out.
Yeah.
What do you want to happen?
Oh, okay. Okay.
What's your dream scenario?
All right.
Just one, I don't know,
Just
trade.
one. We could do a top three.
If you can do as many as you want, you can throw a few at me. What's your
Uh,
dream scenario for this offseason? What will like a
oh,
trade, a signing?
okay. Okay. Give me one moment. I'll think of some.
Like, do you
I
want
could probably get about four, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get you four here.
are the Vikings gonna tear down everything because Justin Jefferson throws a fit and gets traded to the Bills
No.
or Stephon Diggs?
Here's one for you. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
Vikings.
Vikings. They need a quarterback now.
Justin Fields.
Oh, what?
In division trade.
A
Blows up
quarterback.
everyone's
Yeah,
mind.
that would be pretty insane, actually.
Just insane enough to happen. I mean,
And the Lions win again.
I don't know though. If Justin Fields had a really competent receiver like Jefferson, maybe that would change everything.
He did. He had a really
Who?
good DJ Moore.
Well, that was just in some games last year because
DJ Moore is a very competent receiver.
I'm not convinced Justin Fields wasn't hurt all of last year.
Yeah, he was hurt for quite a bit.
I feel like he got hit wrong in week one and just wasn't the same. He didn't just whenever the pain was too much, he stayed home.
But it is an interesting. I mean, Justin Fields is kind of like the.
He's the piece that's really gonna make the draft pie.
Yeah, because, like, where is he going? What if he just stays in Chicago as a backup? That
I
sounds
feel
insane
like
to
he'd
me.
want to. That yeah, but I mean, they could be the first to adopt the strategy of game counts,
Yeah?
like I was talking about earlier.
Because, see, well, but it seems like such a shame to waste such a mobile quarterback skill set as backup.
Yeah, but what if they're not gonna use him as a backup?
And Caleb Williams, they're drafting Caleb Williams with the first overall pick and sitting him.
It's mad. I know.
that is that is sort of. I think the trade with the Vikings is more likely to happen.
Listen, hear me out. I know he wasn't first overall, but I'm just gonna say one name: Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Just think about it.
What do you mean about it? Going to the Vikings?
I know Justin Fields is definitely not Brett Favre level, but
Yeah. When was the last time Aaron Rodgers like played?
well, no, I'm saying that scenario
Oh
really,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because it would be a training. Because Fields knows everything. He's
That is
not the best
true.
at running it, whether it be because of injury or because of poor play call. Which I mean, some of that's not on him.
Hmm. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Justin Fields looks like a genius, and somebody trades the farm for him, and that somebody's the Vikings.
Yeah. I don't hate it. Uh.
Thanks for taking the train ride with me on that.
So so yeah. I don't really have one of my own. I haven't really been paying attention
That
close enough.
Could have stalled longer if you needed time.
Oh, I was supposed to be thinking this entire. Oh, I wasn't doing anything. I was processing your ridiculous scenario.
I know it's a lot to take in, but here, how about some others?
Um, yeah, hit me with it.
I
What you
mean, you know my Derrick Henry to Tampa. I really,
got? Yeah, but how is that gonna work out?
I mean,
Where's the cap space?
the cap space is really gonna hurt. I'm not gonna
Where,
lie.
where's the cap space?
Veterans minimum.
They already have the bargain starting quarterback.
Hey,
I,
he
that's
wasn't in the $5 bin. He was in the $7 bin.
he's competent. The locker room likes him.
He's the Shrek 2 to my Coneheads. But like, I can't rely on Rashad White and Keyshawn. Oh, I'm no, I can't do it. I want to give the receipt back for both of them and see what we can get, whether
Yeah.
whether it be draft picks or maybe, just maybe, Derrick Henry.
Derek, yeah. So, okay. I'm thinking about where's T. Higgins going to go? If he doesn't go to, if he doesn't stay in Cincinnati.
I got one.
Okay. Who?
Carolina.
Carolina.
They've already lost everything else. Might as well trade the rest of the draft picks this year.
Yeah, I guess maybe you could throw a second and a third at him.
Yeah. And then guess what? You get Bryce Young an option.
Yeah, he doesn't have an option. I don't hate it.
Yeah. It is Bryce Young back.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Always get him and Houston's guy mixed up.
That's because CJ Stroud apparently should have been drafted number one.
That's what it is.
um, man, so trying to think of who needs a receiver right now.
I mean, there's plenty of places that could use another receiver if the quarterback was
I
trash.
kind of like him going to the Cardinals.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, that does give them an option.
That kind of fits the Cardinals' MO for trying to get a star receiver.
It has to be speedy.
Yeah,
Has to have pretty good hands.
I
Route
don't
running,
know.
not necessary.
T. Higgins is more of a 50-50 player, though, right? He's not
Kind of.
necessarily a speedster. He's fast.
He's quicker than the average, I would say. So,
So more like a 75-20.
yeah, maybe even 85-15.
15. All right.
You like that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I knew I could fit it in.
But yeah, I guess any other sports whatchamacallums before we wrap this up?
Oh, you're done?
Are we? How much time are we
I don't know.
at?
Jon Stewart comes on in a half hour if you want to watch it.
Sure.
I'm just happy the Daily Show's back, okay?
Oh yeah, the real Daily Show.
Not
Yeah.
the fake one with everyone else.
Hey, Trevor Noah was funny.
Noah was fine, and I liked John Oliver, but everybody else, I appreciate your,
Terrible.
I appreciate your efforts. I really do. But you're also not sports, so we got to go back.
Uh, but yeah, no, we could do a NASCAR update real quick if you want.
Okay, and then we'll wrap it back up with football.
Oh, okay. I
'Cause I
wasn't
got,
sure. I can't. I'm usually watching the laptop, so I have no idea how
um,
much time has passed.
right now it looks like we're about to hit 40 minutes.
Okay, I was in the right ballpark. I was
Yeah,
about 10 minutes off.
yeah, you're getting pretty good at being accurate there,
Yeah, this is
because I
all
don't pay any attention at
riveting
all.
behind the scenes podcast talk that's not getting cut out.
Absolutely not. But yeah, so some other sports updates. We got NASCAR.
Yeah, NASCAR
Uh,
season's underway.
Christopher Bell won the other day. So,
Christopher Bo
Bell.
Bell,
So,
he a new
congrats
guy.
to our friend Craig, because that's his favorite driver.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
fair enough. Good for him.
yeah, he's not leading the points. He is pretty low, in fact.
How many races have there been? Three,
Four.
four.
Yeah.
Or was
So
that-
far, we've had William Byron won Daytona.
Okay.
Kyle Larson won Vegas, and Daniel Suarez won at
Hmm?
Atlanta. Yeah,
All right, so
that was a pretty fun race.
who's your favorite to win this year? Who's gonna win it all?
Why do
Pick
you
it now.
always do
Pick it
this?
now. Pick it now.
Well, I already picked everything like a month ago. I just put it in an Excel sheet.
And
And what?
and what is it?
I picked Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain.
I think the Bush Light sponsorship is going to give him enough money and the team a boost to get better equipment
They
and to compete
they
for the
banned
title.
his cool move.
Oh, the wall ride.
Yeah, the wall ride.
I mean, I'm sure he'll come up with something else. He's pretty creative. I don't like him.
All right, Ross Chastain. Okay.
But that said, I really don't care who wins. I just want AJ Allmendinger to win the Xfinity title.
Danger Nation.
Not you, too.
You brought him up.
Yeah, but I need to see him win a title. It's gonna hurt me if he doesn't win one.
The Danger Nation title.
Yeah, no. Just okay, maybe it is donation, but that's beside the point. Doesn't mean you have to do it weird.
Maybe we can start saying, "Do it for Danger."
I don't like that at all. Moving on, sports.
Sport,
Other sports.
other sports.
March
That's
Madness is starting, I
oh,
think.
it's March. Fuck.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
We're gonna do a bracket.
Probably. Who's gonna win? I'm pretty who's gonna win it all.
Bullshit.
They never do, but we're.
We lose to the 16th seed.
I'm gonna predict it every time.
They've got better odds of being struck by lightning and then being run over by a bus right after.
The whole team.
Every single one of them. Oh.
Yeah, March Madness is happening. Supercross.
Yeah, we've been watching Supercross. It's been good. I wish Jet Lawrence would win a little less, but
Oh,
otherwise, it's been fun. It's been nice seeing the new manufacturers come around. They're starting to get their shit together.
oh, is it gas? No, not gas. Gas.
No, it's Beta and Triumph.
Wait,
What?
what?
What are you laughing at?
Sounds like a weekend
Yeah,
motherfucker. But yeah, no, I've been enjoying Supercross. It's fun to watch.
it's also been entertaining since there's been a couple of mud races this year.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And there was supposed to be one this past weekend, but they did too good of a job with the track.
Why won't NASCAR do mud races? I want to do dirt races.
They tried one with the trucks and
And
it went terrible.
it was great, dude. It was fantastic
No, no,
television. I enjoyed it.
no. You saw dirt racing, not mud racing.
That was mud racing.
That was not mud racing.
That was
I
pretty
will
much.
show you mud racing. And it ain't that.
I want dirt racing. Why is NASCAR chicken?
They they just took him off the dirt.
I know. They're chicken. They won't do it. They won't race on dirt. And they should. They got to get back to their roots.
Damn it, Ethan, you sound like all assholes at the races.
NASCAR was founded on the tradition of breaking the law and going as fast as you can down a dirt road.
No.
NASCAR belongs on, as far as I'm concerned, every single race. It should be an exception that races are held
On
on
asphalt.
on
I
asphalt.
mean, it used to be.
I mean, come on. Anybody can drive on asphalt. No one cares. I want to see the skill that comes with dirt racing. You just can't get that skill anywhere else. Closest was maybe rally car. It's for those dirty Europeans.
What about Tanner Faust?
Who is that?
Oh, Scott Speed.
Sounds like two dirty Europeans.
Scott Speed sounds European.
Yeah.
No.
I bet there's a Vaughn in front of that speed somewhere. I bet he's got ancestors in Argentina.
No. Why? Anyway, moving on from that, I will give you my thought on it real quick, which is screw the dirt racing part. I want to see these tracks look like the actual road whenever it's been not taken care of for a
Oh, it's
while.
just potholes
Potholes
everywhere.
everywhere, tracks here and there, some random moss growing in the middle of it.
NASCAR's just been too soft lately.
I need it to look like the interstate. Throw a couple of couches on the side,
I need to know. I don't. I need to be able to wonder if all these drivers are going to come away from this race alive,
or with their wheel bearings.
or their wheel bearings.
Because I promise you, those are going to be the first things to go. About after the third or fourth hole.
NASCAR's done so much work to try and become safe.
And then we're going to ruin it in one go.
Potholes, potholes.
I do wonder if that's why they did all that construction in Chicago a couple years ago. Just so that the Chicago street course would be so flat, they wouldn't have to worry about repaving it.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I don't know where they did the construction, but I just remember the last time, or not last time, first time I went to Chicago. That's about what they were doing the whole time.
That could track. All right, yeah. So,
Okay, well, outside of NASCAR, is there anything
oh,
else?
I'm gonna say that Daniel Suarez is gonna win it all.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that is a bold call.
Daniel Suarez's year.
I mean, he is Ross Chastain's teammate,
Yeah, and hey,
Team Trackhouse.
Ross Chastain is a team player. Maybe.
I mean, I could see him doing that for a teammate, as long as he liked them.
Well, I understand that Daniel Suarez is a pretty likable guy. I actually have no idea.
He seems likable, so
Okay, there we go.
I
That's
mean,
my pick.
he started celebrating his wins with a pinata now.
Oh, that's so very
Wholesome.
wholesome. Yeah, I like that. Is there candy inside? What kind of candy is inside?
I did not see.
Oh, well, that's what. Okay,
I'm going to assume Tootsie Rolls.
why? Oh, is the Tootsie Roll car?
Well, he has Tootsies on it,
His Tootsies on his car?
like the bar grill
Little
thing.
little foot things.
Not footsies, footsies.
Little feet on his car.
No,
No, they're like little baby hands, but they're baby feet.
not those, sir. Oh, it's terrible.
You know, you like talking about the little baby feet.
I do not talking about.
So feet.
You leave the toe feets out of this. That monkey had no concern with you. And then these are conversations we shouldn't be having on the podcast.
No one's listening anymore. It's fine.
Well, if you listen this far, you just got a little secret thing there. That was quite the journey.
Anyway, yeah. So that's
You
our
got any more
that's
sports?
our NASCAR update.
Yeah, there are other sports out there.
Oh yeah,
I watched some of them. F1, it did start.
F1 more like Verstappen one.
That's actually pretty good. I might make a t-shirt with that. I would wear the hell out of it.
Verstappen one.
Yeah.
You spell out WN.
Yep.
Just in their the same style
One
as
style, yep.
F1. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. That sounds awesome. All right, thank you, Ethan. I'll give.
Hey, hey, we might make a profit off of this yet.
We're getting there. We sold a shirt last month.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Who bought it?
Braden.
Oh, damn it.
I knew he was gonna buy one. It was just how long it would take him.
Uh, yeah, no, I haven't been following any other sports. I'm just waiting with bated breath for fantasy football again
Hey, I get that.
in the draft.
I get that as well.
I guess, yeah, as an update, we'll probably be doing an episode right after the draft
Yeah, or
or
during.
during.
depending on timing,
We
really.
could get another live reaction of me thinking that we ruined everything, and I guess it'll turn out fine.
Listen, that was some funny shit, though.
Still don't understand what we drafted as running back that time.
Man, I don't know.
And it
You,
worked out. I was wrong. I'm not a football guy.
who would have thought?
Turns out I know nothing.
In fact, you know less than nothing somehow. But that's okay. I mean, it was still highly entertaining for me. And this year, I'm sure that there will be some craziness.
Yeah, looks like it because nobody knows anything about what the top.
No, because the Bears won't reveal their hand. And I'm convinced it's the Vikings.
Fields to the Vikings. I think it'll be Fields to the
I
Titans.
mean, that is the other logical team. If Cousins had stayed with the Vikings, I would say Fields to the Titans.
Yeah,
Just as, I mean, he would kind of fit that mold too. Like, almost like a Lamar Jackson led offense
yeah.
where you can have some good running backs, but not too good. And then, just passable receivers, really.
Yeah,
The only
the
thing you're
passable
missing is
is a strong word for their current receiving
they
core.
have uh people
They have Traylon Burke.
that is kind of a player
Yeah, he is.
when he decides to
I
play.
think he was a second round pick, maybe a first round pick. He might
I
have been a
think he
first.
was first.
He was a first round pick. Yeah,
That
means he's got talent.
that means he got drafted high.
Yeah, it does.
It does not mean anything about
What,
talent.
you don't think that Ryan Leaf was ever called a talented football player?
Listen,
I'm
he
sure
was very talented, just not on the football
so
field.
many people have called Ryan Leaf a talented player. It's so
Eh,
much talent.
Listen, he could snort that coke like anybody. That was a talented guy, but not on the football field.
Yeah, like Rosen has so much talent.
That was the biggest disappointment I've ever seen in my years of watching the NFL. I could have swore he was going to do something, anything,
He
even a
didn't.
Baker Mayfield amount.
Yeah.
And instead, he starts one season, fucks it up, and disappears. He didn't even do that bad, though.
No, he stayed in the league for a little while.
He was a backup for somebody
The
once.
Dolphins at one point.
Yeah, and then he was the backup for the Vikings, I think, for a minute, maybe,
No, I don't think so.
or maybe it was like there was another team,
But
Bills,
yeah,
maybe.
Johnny Manziel, so much talent.
Oh,
So much talent. Just like a really talented guy.
yeah. And then shit the bed. But hey, at least they were close to getting Dak Prescott.
Yeah. So what were we talking about?
Wow,
The draft.
sports, man.
Strictly sports, man. Strictly sport.
Yeah, the name of the podcast.
Wait, can we say the name of the podcast at the beginning?
This is strictly sports.
Did we? I don't actually remember.
I also
I
do
think
not remember. I
think we
think we
did.
did.
I think we did.
I don't know. You did the cold intro. I wasn't ready.
It's the cold outro. It's very, very tepid.
I don't know. I think we should just keep doing it like whenever Godsmack plays the drums in the encore of their
Yeah,
concerts.
let's see how long we can get Braden to stick around.
Hey, Braden, how long you got, bud?
Yeah, we can keep talking.
I know you can see the timestamps right now, but we're breaking the fourth wall. We're calling you out. So, yeah, we're going to go for another couple hours here, Braden.
Like and subscribe.
I refuse to accept this as the end.
Hit the bell icon.
I'm not satisfied. Are we actually done?
No, I don't. Are we?